Good morning, this is the morning snack with Jay Grace Elect.
Welcome everybody, this is the moment, this is the time, this is where we get it done, this is where we keep it real. Yeah, this is the morning snack.
Good morning to everybody. The snack is in the moon. So the moon is in the snack. Tomo kulente la kia ora tla tula ngona me. Kasona style. So this is still the morning snack podcast, motivation with Jay. Yeah, it's a new way of doing things. As you all know that we've started a new journey. We've ventured into a new endeavor. As we've summed up all three shows into one show, you're gonna be getting your motivation, artist fan base moment, spiritual intervention in one show. Every Wednesday, every week. Yes, we started last week, we're continuing this week, and it's gonna go on and on, and we're gonna grow into it until you guys get the hand of it, until we all can adjust to it, because it's new to all of us, you know. Yeah, it's new to all of us. And in this show, Motivation with Jay, we're gonna be talking about the law of attractions, the choices. So just sit back and relax. Many people would learn from their mistakes if they weren't busy denying them. This is something that we face each and every day. Like, you find a person doing something wrong and they don't want to own up to it. They won't even learn anything from it because they're so denial. They don't want to own up. They don't want to take responsibility. They don't want to take accountability of their actions. And yeah, that's the world. That's the world for you guys. But yeah, you know what? Listen to this, guys. It's very important. It's very important that we take responsibility, we take accountability for our actions. Because for every action, there's a consequence. For every action, you will reap the benefit of it. You will reap guys, you will reap the repercussions. For each and every choice, each and every decision that you take, because decisions, they lead to action. Right? Decisions, they lead to action. You make a choice, you make a decision to act on something. So whatever action, but first, whatever you choose to do, think first before you even go ahead and doing it. Because you must also think of the consequences that will then come after whatever you've chosen to do. Right? So guys, learn to own up. Learn to learn from your own mistakes. And you will experience a very tremendous growth. Like I've said in one of my podcasts, that challenges are not here to destroy us. They are not here to tear us down, but they are here to teach us something. They are here to teach us something. You know, there are no challenges that are not bred for anybody. So each and every challenge that you face, that means it's bred for you. That means you have and you carry the solutions to that challenge inside of you. So it's the matter of knowing actually as to what you should do with that challenge. Are you supposed to learn something from it? Are you supposed to grow from it? It's a matter of perspective. What do you choose to do with the challenge that you are facing right now? Are you choosing to let it bury you? Are you choosing to let it destroy you? It's entirely up to you, because that's what God gave us, a freedom of choice. Freedom of choice. You all have that freedom, guys, to make a decision, to make a choice. So I don't go with those ones that say, I didn't have a choice. We all have a choice. You understand? We all have a choice, guys. So let me just leave you guys to this bunch of famous people. Yeah, I got a bunch of famous people that are going to be talking to you guys. There is this audio that I featured on today's show. Yeah, there's a bunch of famous people, well-known people that are talking about the law of attraction. Just listen to their stories. They might motivate you. They might give you something to think about. So just give them an ear. See you in the second segment. Artist fan base moment. Do this.
Motivation with Jay.
We here to charge you up, equip your mind, getting you ready for the week. This is the Morning Snack Podcast with Jay Grace Elect.
What are you afraid of? And do you agree with that comment that you attract what you fear?
You attract, not just what you fear, you attract what you feel, what you are, what you attract. What's on your mind? Yeah,
it's just like the law of physics. I don't know how anybody can disagree with that. It's just, ask any physicist, they'll tell you it's true.
David Mamet wrote a line in the play Edmund, "Every fear hides a wish," which I think is close to that.
I still am very insecure in so many ways, but I wish I could give that gift to all my fans. You have the freedom to pull that superstar out of yourself that you were born to be. We are all born superstars.
When things are going good and you visualize these good things happen, you visualize more good things happen, that's easy. What's not easy to do is when things are going bad and you're visualizing the good stuff.
Champion Conor McGregor. Conor, you've been dreaming about this moment. You've been talking about this moment. Honestly, though, does it feel the way you thought it would?
Yeah, it does. It feels beautiful. I dreamt this so much, so clearly, so precisely, and so frequently that it has manifested itself into reality. And that's what I am feeling right now. It's a dream come true.
I would visualize things coming to me that I wanted or whatever.
This was in like 1987, 85.
Yeah. And I had nothing at that time, so it was like, but it just made me feel better. It made me, at that time, all it really was for me was kind of making me feel better. I would drive home and think, well, I do have these things. They're out there. I just don't have a hold of them yet, but they're out there.
Okay. So didn't you write yourself a check? I heard that you did. Is that true?
I wrote myself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, and I gave myself 5 years, or 3 years maybe, and I dated it Thanksgiving 1995, and I put it in my wallet and I kept it there, and it deteriorated and stuff, but then just before Thanksgiving 1995, I found out that I was going to make $10 million on, I think it was Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber, yeah. So you visualize yourself like... Visualization works if you work hard.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. You can't just visualize and then, go eat a sandwich.
Right? You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. It's water. It wants to move and go around stuff, So for me, I want to represent possibilities. I want to represent the idea that you really can make what you want.
There are many ways to get the things that we want for ourselves in our lives. But basically, it all begins with how we choose to think. As you think, so shall you be. 7 little words that I think are perhaps the most important things that we can learn and master in our lives. This old proverb notion that I become what I think about all day long. And once you know that what you think about is what expands, you start getting real careful about what you think about. You don't allow your thoughts to be on anything that you don't want, or that you wouldn't want to have manifest or show up for you in your life.
Like attracts like. You have to understand, you are a magnet. Whatever you are, that's what you draw to you. If you're negative, you're going to draw negativity. You're positive, you draw positive. You're a kind person, more people are kind to you. So you're like a magnet, and you got to understand something about like attracts like. If you see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. This is so true. Joy and depression cannot reside in the same space. Laugh every chance you get. Just bust out laughing, even if it ain't funny. Just laugh.